What is up, guys? It's TheGreatWall back at it again with another video. Today we are here with a White Sox rebuild with a twist. What is this twist, might you be asking? No, it's nothing to do with the team just yet, but it is how we are going to be acquiring players. I didn't know they had James Karinchak. That being said, though, our little twist is going to be that we are only allowed to get players that were drafted out of high school, and I'm only allowed to draft players who are in high school. Um, and I know what you're thinking. Why would I make an already tough challenge way harder? Um, I really don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you. Was Colson drafted out of high school? I don't know, but I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna see what players I want to try to keep and if I can even keep them, and then we're gonna start making some trades for some players. I'm only probably gonna get a few players who are already established. But that being said, though, we're going to go ahead. We're going to go find some players that I can keep and get rid of the rest. So, that being said, I will see you guys when I start making trades. Alright, so we can keep Noah Schultz. I just looked it up. He was drafted straight out of high school. So he can stay. Obviously, Hagen can't and Braden can't. But I'm going to keep looking and see what other players that I'm going to keep. Alright, we can also keep Colson Montgomery, who was also drafted out of high school. So those are the two guys that I'm going to try to build this team around. That being said, I am going to trade a bunch of players and see what we can keep and see what we can get. Actually, just this team needs a lot of work. But that being said, I'm going to make some trades and I will see you guys when I make the first one. All right, we're going to trade Gil Luna, Ethan Hammerberg, and Martin Perez for Cam Caminiti, who was famously drafted at the ripe old age of 17. That being said, that's going to be the first move we make. Let's add him to the team. We're going to send Chase Plymell, Dalton Roach, and Ryan Burrows to the Pirates in exchange for Connor Griffin, who was drafted out of high school last year. It says he only has C potential. I think his potential is going to go up as he develops, so we're going to make this deal. All right, we're going to send Luis Robert Jr., Davis Martin, and Andrew Vaughn over to the Red Sox for Roman Anthony and Marcelo Meyer. Let me just find them so you can see their overalls and stuff. Marcelo Meyer and Roman Anthony, 2022 and 2021. Looked it up. They were both drafted out of high school, it said. So, yeah. So this is a trade we're going to make. Hope that they can develop, and yeah, let's see. All right, we're going to send Bryce Wilson, Michael A. Taylor, and Andrew Benintendi over to the Orioles for Jackson Holliday, who was the #1 overall pick out of high school. I know I got him in the last rebuild, but one of the more famous people who got drafted out of high school, so we're going to take him. We're going to send Matt Thaiss, Austin Slater, and James Karinchak over to the Diamondbacks for Drew Jones, who did go #2 overall, I'm pretty sure, right after Jackson Holliday, both drafted out of high school, so we're going to pick him up and see if he can develop a little bit. We're going to send Nick Nastrini, Wickelman Garcia, and Omar Narvaez over to the Marlins for Noblemeyer. We're going to make this deal. Alright, so we do have a few players in here now that were drafted out of high school. That being said, though, this challenge cannot be completed until my entire MLB playoff roster is players that were drafted out of high school, either by me or by a different team, but they have to be drafted out of high school. That is the only stipulation. So that being said, that's gonna be it for this exact moment. I might look for a couple more trades, but I'm not sure yet. But if I do make a trade, you will see it. We are gonna send Brooks Baldwin and Mike Talkman over to the Twins for Walker Jenkins. This should be a good move, so we're gonna make it. We are gonna send Dan Altavilla and Josh Rojas, who's 30 years old now, over to the Rays for Carson Williams. Pretty good deal. I think it'll play out for us very well. Alright. Obviously, we are going to do our best to keep these guys in the minor leagues for as long as possible so we can surround them with actual players who are going to, improve or not improve, but who are actually going to do well. Alright, so I did do something a little weird. I did make Carson Williams and Connor Griffin both catchers. I know what you're thinking. Why would I do that? And I also bumped up their blocking. All right, fight me. This is my channel. I do what I want. But that's obviously a joke. But I just like doing that. I like putting random players at catcher and seeing if they can develop. So we're gonna put these two guys there. See if either one of them develops into the catcher we need. But that being said, I'm gonna go put together the team and I'll see you at the draft. We are gonna do our same tactic. If you guys saw it in the last episode, I mean, yeah. I think that's our best option right now, considering we don't. I mean, we do have good scouts, but we have like the 10th pick, and I'm not sure what we're going to be able to get. So, that being said, this is our best option. Uh, I'll do all the scouting, and I'll see you guys at the draft. We do have pick number 10, which means our guy, next generational talent at 18 years old, is not going to be here. And they took. Oh, man. They took a high schooler. Yeah, so for the purposes of trading after the draft, like the next year, if they're 18, I'm assuming they were drafted out of high school. If they're 19, most of the time they were drafted out of JUCO. So we're gonna take a shot in the dark at Aaron McGee. I think he could be the next big thing for us. Oh wow, that was a big swing and a miss. I mean, he might get some play time in the next few years, but not a long-term guy. I mean, wow, we had a stinker of a draft. Oh, I thought he rejected our offer. I mean, he's actual dog shit anyway, so. All around terrible draft. I mean, these three guys might develop into some middle of the pack arms, but let's take a look around. I'm really interested to see the Nationals guy. Oh, and he was a bust. Wow, that's bad. But they also did get this guy who isn't bad. I mean, this guy isn't terrible. It's not great, though. Wow, they had a draft and a half. Holy shit. See, this is the draft that we needed to have. We're getting this guy. That's for sure. We're going to try to pick up all three of those guys. That's a great draft class. Then there's ours. We actually, compared to the rest of the league, did not have the worst draft possible. But I will probably see you guys in the offseason if we're going to be honest with ourselves here. So our double A team just absolutely rakes. 280, 293. 233 is not great, but I mean, he's up 3. Great boost to the contact. 218 is not very good. 252 is not the worst. 251 is not terrible. 281 from Marcelo Meyer is very solid. 250 from Connor Griffin is not the worst. Braden Montgomery, we don't really care that much about. Does this show hitting stats? Yeah. Oh my gosh, you know who I do want to see though? Sean Burke. Hitting 138. He's now a 2A technically. He's getting some boost to his hitting stats. That being said though, let's go take a look at the rotation. How did these guys do? 246 is very solid. 437's got to get a lot better. 461's got to get a lot better too. These guys are probably all going to stay down in AAA for the next year or so. Of course, Gyro, the one guy that doesn't make a difference. 18 and 4. Wow, what a year. But the Barons absolutely annihilated everyone. We won in the first half and we clinched the division in the second half. We do have the best team in AA, so I'm expecting a nice little win here in the playoffs. White Sox are ass, I don't care. And we lost. Wow, alright. The Phillies beat the Yankees. You heard it here first, folks. Max Scherzer, Nationals legend. Alright, and we are back. We are in the offseason. We have exclusive free agents that I'm not going to resign because, one, they don't really fit our thing. Unless Joey Gallo, 2012 was 13 years ago. I mean, yeah, he was probably drafted out of high school. But let's be honest, he's dog shit. Let him be a free agent. Let Brandon Drury be a free agent. He was drafted 15 years ago. So he was definitely drafted out of high school. But he's old as shit, so I don't want him. That being said, though, we are going to do probably a couple things. Oh, we're actually going to make some trades for some of those players that we saw. So I will see you guys when I make the first one. We're going to trade Chase Meadroth for Harrison Owens. I know he's only at 54 overall, but he's got like 80-something potential, so we're going to take him, see if we can develop him a little bit. He might be a good bench bat for a World Series run, so we're going to make this deal. We're going to send Mike Clevenger over to the Pirates for Richie Gore. Another guy from the Pirates that they just drafted who had pretty good potential. Not the best overall to start, but he'll develop. So we're gonna send Corey Lee to the Pirates for Miguel Villa, um, Jeremy Eaton, and Carter Dotson. They're all 18, all high schoolers. I know you're thinking this is a pretty stupid deal since they don't have very high potential, but they have this Michael Sawyer guy who I want, but they don't have enough players for me to offer them 3 for 1. So that's why we're doing a reversed 1 for 3. Then we're going to go back in and try to get Michael Sawyer. So this is the deal we're going to make for now. See if we can get Sawyer too. Alright, we're going to send Jesse Schlottens, Jonathan Cannon, and Joey Gallo over to the Pirates for Michael Sawyer, who is 18, 72 overall, and I think he has, let me look at my list, he has 88 potential on him, so we're going to make this deal, pick him up, see if we can turn him into a stud. Walker Jenkins, I move him to first, he goes down 2, but that's okay because there's really not a spot in the outfield for him anymore now that we got the new center fielder, Mr. Michael Sawyer, but see if he can develop it first. Alright, Roman Anthony's going to move over to left field. Only goes down by like 1 or 2, I'm pretty sure. But he technically goes up because he went up a lot last year. Michael Sawyer is going to stay down for a year. All these guys are probably going back down to Double-A for another year. I want them to destroy it again. The only person who might go to, like the only 2 who might go to Triple-A, Jackson Holiday probably, but definitely not Colson yet. He's not ready. But yeah, I'm going to go look for a couple more players that we can get, and then I'll see you guys when I find some. We're going to send Edgar Quiero and Drew Thorpe over to the Twins for Connor Gatlin and, who's the other guy? Pineda? And Albert Pineda. We can only offer them a straight swap deal for players, so we need to give them 2. So we'll take 2. Not a bad deal. This guy, the first baseman, has a ton of potential on him. Like I said, a lot of these guys are like mid to high potential guys that like in 4 or 5 years might be decent. Like if he goes up 4 overalls a year for the next 5 years, he'll be a 76, which isn't the worst. So it's kind of like the thought process here. I'm gonna find a couple more. We're gonna send Kyle Teal, Corey Julks, and Penn Murphy over to the Rockies for Miguel Samuel and Jeff Schumacher, or Shoemaker, depending on what you think it is. Is this a lopsided deal in their favor? Yeah, probably, but it's fine. It's fine. We're going to send DJ Snelton, Michael Turner, and Brian Ramos, over to the Rays in exchange for Joe Leone, Stefan Guerra, and Cesar Pena. I think this is a decent trade. We're going to send Jacob Gonzalez, Casey Sauk, and Terrell Tatum over to the Brewers for, where is he? Robert Hodges and Antonio Torres. We're going to send Bobby Dahlbeck and Lanine Sosa over to the Marlins for Luther Grady and Will Duffy. Is it a good trade? I don't know. I don't really care. We're just getting rid of players and getting some other prospects. Alright, we do have the #1 odds on the draft lottery after we had a whopping 44 wins. We're going to get a hoed and get like the 7th pick or something. Calling it right now. We get #2. The Nationals, you know what? Don't mind the Nationals moving up to #1. Please tell me Andre doesn't get taken #1 overall. He probably will, though, because they know I want him. No, he does not. Alright. So we are going to take Andre. I mean, look at that. He has the potential to be a GOAT. That being said, though, it's a shot in the dark. It says he's 19, but he is drafted out of high school. So, just an old high schooler, I guess. Hopefully that pays off. I'm not going to show you the entire draft. I'll probably see you guys after I sign everyone and we're going through the teams and stuff, so. Oh my god, he is terrible. Oh my gosh, half the guys we drafted are terrible. What the fuck? This guy's, I mean, got a good overall on him, but I mean, Jesus. Big swing and a miss. Let's go see if there's anyone who's good enough to steal. Dwayne McDaniel would have been a great pick. We're going to go get him probably. Ken McKay as well. Probably go get this guy. Couldn't have gotten him. Gene Lopez. Oh, my fuck. And Bartolo Portillo. Jermaine Watson isn't great. Oh my god. The one guy I said I was going to take, Geraldo Tapia, is a fucking generational talent. Man, I'm pissed. I'm pissed at myself. That sucks so much. Oh man. Okay, so yes. We were playing the Trash Pandas in the playoffs. Okay. So it's crazy that we had that crazy team last year. We couldn't win the first round of the playoffs. Um and this time we won the Southern Championship with a way worse team and we swept the entire playoffs. Um that's incredible. All right. I mean, damn, Antonio Torres at 350, whatever. Whoa, where's our second baseman? Why does he only have, dude? There's no way they changed my lineups. Oh, it's the playoffs, so they automatically did. That's bullshit. All right. We're gonna send Jonathan Heasley, Grant Taylor, and Kai Bush over to the Royals for Dwayne McDaniel. Where is he? Great potential, decent overall. Obviously, we're gonna pick him up. We're gonna send Jairo Iriarte and Sean Goosenberg over to the Blue Jays for Rex Char. He has like 90-something potential, so good addition to the team. See if he can develop. We're going to send Gus Varland, Jake Eder, and William Bergola over to the Orioles for Brad Gimps. He has 90-plus potential, so why not take a shot at him and see if we can develop him into something good. We're going to send Shane Smith and Justin Anderson over to the Red Sox for Eric Martin. Decent relief pitcher who might develop into something. We're going to send Eddie Park and Owen White over to the Red Sox for, where is he? For Mr. Andreas Garcia right here. Decent potential, good overall, so we're going to take that. We're going to send Tim Elko. Actually, no, we're not making that. We're going to send Tim Elko, Cam Bouger, and Jared Schuster over to the Athletics for Bartolo Portillo. Decent potential closer who I think we could develop. We send Jordan Leisure and Brandon Iser over to the Diamondbacks for Kenny Silva. Good potential on him. I mean, that's pretty much the only reason. Alright. The moment of truth, 38 wins. Absolutely dreadful season, but we better be rewarded with the number 1 overall pick. Probably going to fall down to like number 7, if I had to guess. Nope, we stay at number 1. Alright. We're going to do our scouting a little bit different this year. Alright, we do have the first overall pick. Let's try not to take a bust. I did do scouting a little bit differently. I didn't do my normal tactic. We are going to take Manuel Bermudez. I will see you guys when we see all their potentials and stuff. This is what I'm taking with the number 1 overall pick. Hopefully pays out well for us. Oh, yeah, we got a generational talent, baby. That is huge. We scouted him at 79 to 95, but it turns out he is a 99 potential guy. The rest of the draft class is very meh, but that's okay because, wow, we got a guy and a half. Yeah, that's a beautiful pick. I'm very proud of myself for that one. Went with my gut, and my gut was right for once. Jose Urban, this was the other guy I was choosing between. He's a beast, but he's not as good as the other guy. So we will probably go back and try to trade for him at some point. But that is beautiful. We did get ourselves a generational talent. So that is always appreciated by me. Yep, but we did have definitely the best player in the draft. Definitely a big hit right there. Um, and that being said, I think that next year is a year where we're gonna start calling up some of these guys, start letting them play in the MLB, see how they do. Because like we're starting to get into the 70s with a lot of these guys. Walker Jenkins, like I said, isn't really developing the way I need him to. But we just got that generational first baseman who will probably come up next year, immediately start. Colson Montgomery is also going to probably come up. Like I said, a lot of these guys are ready for MLB time, but we're going to do that next year, give them a full year to get some MLB experience under their belts. And yeah, that being said, though, I'll see you guys in the off season more than likely. Actually, I'll probably see you at the end of the year. 83 and 67 is not good for the postseason. So for the first time ever, we didn't make any of the minor league playoffs. 43 and 119, regular season's over. I'm assuming we didn't lead the league in anything. Assuming we don't have any awards. I actually haven't looked at any of the awards ever. That Silver Slugger pitcher, my guy would be here because does that say Matt Wallner? What the fuck? All right, good for him. But send him to the offseason. Clayton Kershaw into the Hall. We're going to trade Trey McGough, Prelander Baroa, and Hagen Smith over to the Pirates for Alfonso Guzman. Seems like a good deal to me. We'll make it. We'll take it. We're going to trade Andrew Dalquist, Mason Adams, and Sean Burke over to the Mariners for Orlando Calero. The only decent potential relief pitcher in the draft, so we're going to try to pick him up. See what we can do with him. We still have the number one odds at the number one overall pick, but we did have a much better year last year, so that has to count for something. We did win like an extra 6 or 7 games. So that being said, this year the goal is to be like 60-ish, 70-ish wins, but so hopefully this is last year we'll have a top 3 pick. We do have the number one overall pick. Everything stayed the same for the first time ever. That being said, though, I will see you guys probably either at the beginning of the year or at the draft. Alright, so this is going to be our 4-man rotation. We're only running 4. That guy's not going to actually be in the rotation, neither is that guy. None of these guys are actually going to be in the rotation. I don't know why this guy is up at all, but we're probably going to send him down to AAA. Yeah, that guy can stab. That's the 4-man rotation we're running. That guy can stay in the MLB, that's fine. Carson Williams is going to stay up. Luther Grady is going to stay up. Yeah, that's fine with me. Connor Griffin's going to get a year to develop in AAA. Maybe become my backup catcher in the MLB. We'll see. Bermudez is obviously going to stay up in the MLB. Walker Jenkins, you're not ready. You're going to go down to AAA, develop for a little bit longer. Jackson Holliday is going to stay up in the MLB this year. This guy's going to move down to AAA. Colson Montgomery is going to stay up in the MLB. This guy's going to go down to AA. This guy's going to move up to AAA. Marcelo Meyer is going to stay in the MLB. Roman Anthony's going to stay in the MLB. Michael Sawyer is going to stay in the MLB. Drew Jones is going to stay up in the MLB. He's got to have a great year though, or else Rex Shar will come after his spot next year. Yeah, that's it. I will probably see you guys in the draft. Probably. Yeah, I'll see you guys there. Alright, we are at the All-Star break. For the first time, we are going to check the All-Star list and see if any of our players are even on the list. Mario Franco, 9-7 with a 3.09 ERA. Hell of a year. Anyone else? I doubt it. No. Don't care about relief pitchers. Catcher. Who's our catcher? It is not Connor Griffin. Connor Griffin is our DH. He's hitting 224. It is Carson Williams who's hitting 252, which isn't bad. He's actually not terrible. I mean, he's a great defender. He just can't hit very well. First base, our generational prospect hitting 262 with 20 tanks. Yeah, we'll take that. Up to an 84 already. Second base, we have Jackson Holliday hitting 267. That's not bad. third base is Colson Montgomery, hitting a whopping 223. He's still going up a little bit, though. I'm hoping he can develop up to like an 83 at least. Shortstop is Marcelo Meyer, who's hitting 236. Also developing a little bit more, but he's getting up there in age. Left field, Roman Anthony hitting 249. It's only 23, but need a little bit more out of him going forward. Center field, we have Michael Sawyer hitting 242. It's not the worst in the world. He has great contact. I just need him to, actually use it more. And then in right field, we have Drew Jones, who probably isn't doing well. He never does well in these. 247 actually isn't bad. And then our DH, who was Connor Griffin. Obviously, we saw hitting 224. Not very good, but we'll see who our is. But first, let's go to the draft. See what we get. We do have the number 1 overall pick, which of course is beautiful. We're going to take this guy with our first overall pick. I know it sounds a little crazy, but yeah, he's going to be our first overall pick. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us in the ass. I don't think it will, though. Oh, yeah, that's a great draft. That is a great draft. So we do get our closer for the future, probably. And a couple of decent prospects down here when we took shots in the dark. This guy didn't turn out very well, but, I mean, not bad. Let's see if there's any other great players that we missed out on. Oh, Jim Sanchez would have been a great pickup. That's okay. Alright, but we did have a fantastic draft. I will see you guys at the end of the year. Alright, so we do finish off with our first non-100 loss season. Not bad in my opinion. League leaders, Miguel Samuel had the most innings pitched. Jackson Holliday, 5th most for hits. Whoa, what was his batting average looking like? Oh, not very good. He just had a lot of bad bats. 277, not bad for his not rookie year. But it's funny, he got called up for 60 games in 2024, stayed in the minors for 3 years, and now he's back up in the MLB. Did we kill his career? Probably not. I think we helped it. Gene Lopez, holy shit, this guy was also a draft pick. No, this was a couple years ago. So I don't feel that bad. Wow, I wish we could have got him up. Jackson Holliday, 3rd most doubles. Jackson Holliday, tied for 3rd most triples. Where'd our rookies finish on this list? Only 28. Only had 8 home runs after the All-Star break. That's not going to do it. Anyone else do anything noteworthy? It's not looking like it. Noble Meyer was 3rd for strikeouts in his first season. Had a 5 ERA though. Miguel Samuel was number 1 for innings pitched. Mario Franco, number 2. Oh, duh, because I had them going, 40 games a year. 4-man rotation makes sense. Alright, now for the wars. Mario Franco with a 3.5. Miguel Samuel with a 2.1. Probably our only 2 guys on here if I had to guess. Yes. Batting war, we had to have had a couple of guys on here. I hope. Jackson Holliday with a 4.2 isn't bad. Carson Williams with a 3.3 isn't bad. Other than that, though, not great. Let's take a look at the awards. We had to have had Rookie of the Year. Manuel Bermudez. Anyone else on any of these lists, though, is my question. Obviously, Rookie of the Year. Oh, this guy was a rookie this year, too. So we did beat him out, barely. Wow, Dave O'Connor? Definitely not out of high school. Carson Williams wins Gold Glove for the catchers. I mean, he hit 250, and that's not a bad year. Actually, a very solid all-around year for him, and he's growing a lot. That is beautiful. Anyone else win anything? Michael Sawyer, 2nd for Gold Glove in center field. He hit 264. Up to an 82 overall is not bad. Drew Jones in 3rd for right fielders. Hit 225. Wasn't expecting too much from him. Definitely didn't have a silver slugger. Second place for Emmanuel Bermudez. Anyone? Anywhere? Nope. We are going to do a straight swap. Braden Montgomery for David Aubrey. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to make this deal. Braden Montgomery's been here for too long, so time to get rid of him. We're going to send Fraser Ellard and Anthony Hoopy Tuanatoa over to the Guardians for Mark Schiff. We are taking Leandro De Los Santos and Fernando Osuna in exchange for Wilfred Veras, Zach DeLoach, and Alberto Pineda. Crazy deal-ish, but we'll take it. Alright, we now have the number 3 odds at the number 1 overall pick. Does that mean we're going to get it? Probably not. You guys can't even see it because my face is in the way. I just realized that, so I apologize for it. We do fall all the way down to number 5. We switched with the other Chicago team. That kind of sucks, but that is what it is. Alright. Okay, it looks like we actually have a somewhat competitive lineup now, which is crazy to say. Yeah. Alright, off rip, we see Jackson Holliday. We also see Gunnar Henderson on the Yankees, as well as Spencer Steer. Acuna on the Tigers. I'm already confused. But let's see what players we have in the All-Star game, maybe, hopefully, potentially. White Sox, come on. One of my starting pitchers has to be here. Apparently they don't. Wow, I don't even have a single starting pitcher on this list. Relief pitchers, anyone? Wow, this guy has 5,000 votes. That is the only pitcher we have on this list. Catcher, Keibert Ruiz actually developed in this sim a little bit. Connor Griffin hitting 271. Carson Williams hitting 233 is not great, but is what it is. Oh my God, he's having a down year and a half. Holy shit. He's hitting 212 with 16 home runs. Jackson Holliday though hitting 318, having himself a great year. This is, I think, the best I've ever seen Jackson Holliday do. Third baseman is Colson Montgomery. Not getting it done. Shortstop is Marcelo Meyer, who's hitting 248, which isn't the worst thing in the world. Left field, Roman Anthony hitting 303. That's actually not bad. Still developing pretty well. Who else do we have? Center fielder is, what's his name? Michael Sawyer hitting 233. And in right field, this guy's doing pretty decent. Is Drew Jones, who is hitting 204. So, Drew Jones, buddy, I'm sorry, but your time here might be done. I hate to break it to you, but 204, you might get replaced by the other guy depending on how he's doing. And then obviously our DH is actually Connor Griffin hitting 271, which isn't bad. But that being said, our team is atrocious. We're way worse than last year, and I'll see you guys after the draft probably. Oh, we had an amazing draft class. All I see is blue except for this guy. This guy's not here though. Ignore him. But 69 overall. He's only got 70 potential though. This team. Oh my God, this is one of the best drafts ever. Two very good starting pitchers who are already good. And then we've got a lot of great potential players on this team who are going to develop over the next few years. Did we miss out on anyone though? Let's go see. Oh, Chip Ford, the pick directly after the one we had. I had him on my board. Oh, we missed out on another generational first baseman. That sucks. But I'm glad the Nationals got him out of everyone, so. Alright, but we did have definitely the best draft class. Okay, so we do take a step up, even though it looks scary in the beginning of the year. Um, let's take a look at all of our players and stuff. League leaders. Jackson Holiday third, right behind guys like Acuna and Gunnar Henderson for batting average. Hell of a year from him. I mean, 28 home runs. He had a great year. He had a massive jump. That is beautiful. Jackson Holiday second for hits, right behind Luis Garcia, Nationals legend. Who it looks like they traded. Crazy. I think the only person we're going to be seeing is... Oh, never mind. Connor Griffin here in fourth on the triples. Home runs, no one. Jackson Holiday fifth for... or tied for fourth with RBIs. Jack Caglione. He's not a starting pitcher in this game, though, which is very sad. The Mariners have a monster rotation. Assuming we're not going to see any White Sox pitchers. I think the thing that held us back this year was definitely our pitching. Pitching war, I'm not expecting to see really anyone here. Mario Franco, though, 3.4 is not bad. Cam Caminiti in his, his rookie year? Yeah, I mean, he didn't pitch very well, but 2.2 pitching war is not bad. See anyone else? Nope. Batting war, Jackson Holiday in second with 7.8. That's insane. That is actually incredible. Roman Anthony in 17th with 4.8. Connor Griffin in 27th with 4.2. Marcelo Meyer 3.6 and 41st, I mean. 43rd Carson Williams with 3.6. So our hitting was there, the pitching was definitely not. Any award winners? I doubt it. MVP, okay. Interesting. Acuna wins MVP. Jackson Holiday obviously third for the batting title. Gold Glove, we had Connor Griffin. Connor Griffin didn't even catch as much as Carson Williams. What the hell? That's definitely robbery. To put it lightly, Jackson Holiday second for Gold Glove, second baseman. Roman Anthony wins Gold Glove in left field, though. We'll take that. Definitely don't have any Silver Sluggers. Third for Bermudez. Jackson Holiday wins himself a Silver Slugger. We'll take that. And I believe that is it. Garrett Cole into the Hall of Fame. We're going to send Luther Grady, Walker Jenkins, and Tristan Gray over to the National for generational talent. Chip Ford, 18 years old, 99 potential, hits the shit out of the baseball. We'll find a spot for him in this team. Might just be a DH because he can't field very well, but we'll see. This is the deal we're going to make and see how well it plays out for us. We are going to send Jacob Amaya, Nick Maton, and Mario Camilletti over to the Giants for Andres Jimenez, a potential closing pitcher, 72 overall. He immediately becomes our best closer, our best relief pitcher at that. So spend a year or two in the minors, get a lot better, and then he'll be called up and he'll be our main guy in the pen. We're going to send Payne Paletti over to the Phillies for Ben Curtis, who was drafted last year. I know you're thinking this guy's 19, but he was drafted last year, which would have made him 18, a.k.a. high school. And Fred Griffith, who 20 years old but drafted 2 years ago, makes him drafted out of high school. So we're making this trade, get ourselves a few relievers. So hopefully it plays out for us. We're going to send Ryan Galaney and Adam Hackenberg over to the Pirates for Philip Gagnon. 80-something potential relief pitcher. We do need that, so pick him up, see if we can develop him. We're going to send Steven Wilson, Andre Lipschitz, and Jordan Sprinkle over to the Nationals for, where is he? Floyd Oliger, 90-something potential on him, so pick him up, see if we can develop him a little bit. We're going to send Jeff Shoemaker, or Schumacher, however you want to say it, DJ Gladney, and Oscar Colas over to the Royals for first baseman Irvin Choi, he's got 94 potential on him. See if we can develop him in the minor leagues for a few years and see if he can make an impact at some point. But make this deal, see what happens. Alright, so we have the 4th best odds. See where we fall. We stay exactly number 4. The Rockies jump up to number 2. The Nationals jump up to number 3. The Cubs jump up to number 1. Braves fall down to 5. Wow, the Royals. Oh, wait, no, not the Royals. The Marlins and the Cardinals both get shafted and fall down 6. Wow, we got lucky as hell to stay the exact spot that we were supposed to be in. Wow. Alright, we'll take it. Alright, let's check out the All-Star Game voting. Do we have any starting pitchers here? It would appear Miguel Samuel's our best. 365 is not terrible. Bad record, though, 4-8. Mario Franco, 394 is not great. So all around not great, but it happens. Relief pitchers, do we even have anyone that's decent? Luis Varela. Something, I guess, if we don't have any closers up. Catchers. Carson Williams hitting a whopping 244. Connor Griffin hitting 197. Let's see. First base, Manuel Bermudez. I mean, it's an okay-ish season to start. Got to get better throughout the season. Jackson Holliday. I think we finally actually developed Jackson Holliday in a franchise. So that's beautiful. Luis Garcia, Nationals legend. Third base we have, it's Colson Montgomery hitting 248. That's not bad. Shortstop, who do we have here? Who is our shortstop? Marcelo Meyer hitting 250. I mean, honestly, all around not bad. Left field, we've got Roman Anthony hitting 261. Okay. Center field, Michael Sawyer hitting 313 with 21 tanks. He's having a breakout year. Fortunately, he has maxed out his potential. Not bad, though. Right field, Dylan Cruz on the Athletics. Damn, that's sad. Drew Jones. Wow, buddy, you're hitting 203. I'm sorry, but your time here is pretty much done. You're going to be moved to the bench. DH, we have Mr. Connor Griffin. He's hitting 200. His time here is going to be over soon. He's going down overall, so that's not it. But, yeah, I'll see you at the end of the draft when we have our guys. With the 4th overall pick, we are going to take Jesse Clark. I'll see you guys at the end of the draft when we figure out everyone's overalls and potentials and stuff. Oh, we got another generational talent, Jesse Clark, 81 overall, 99 potential. That is a massive hit. Stephen Mahoney isn't great. Rene Luis, 88 potential as a relief pitcher, 61 overall is not bad. This guy was injured. We took a shot, didn't hit. 59 overall, 79 potential might be decent. Bob Wong, decent. See if we missed out on anyone. We definitely had the best class, even though we missed on a lot of prospects. But Jesse Clark, he will probably get called up to the MLB at some point next year or the year after. That is massive hit. We took a shot in the dark and it worked. So now just got to develop him and make him into a beast. I think that is actually the exact same record that we had last year. Let me look. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the exact record. Or wait, yeah, no. That is the exact record that we had last year. So we do stagnate a little bit, which is okay with me. Obviously missed out on the playoffs, so let's check out league leaders. Do we have anyone anywhere? Hits, Michael Sawyer and Jackson Holliday, number 4 and 5. Michael Sawyer had a great year. Hopefully he gets a potential boost next year. Michael Sawyer hit 291. Jackson Holliday hit 282. Alright. Alright, not bad. Jackson Holliday tied for first with for doubles, so we'll take that. How is this guy? Not bad. Michael Sawyer in 8th. Triples, Jackson Holliday in 2nd. Ethan Salas. Okay, good for him. Do we have anyone anywhere else? Shutouts. Miguel Samuel tied for first. Complete games also tied for first. Mario Franco, first for walks allowed. We will accept that. Pitching WAR, who was our best pitcher? Mario Franco. He's up to an 85, 3.9 WAR. Not bad. Noah Schultz, 3.2 WAR. How did he do? 4.65 ERA is not great. Anyone else? Cam Caminiti, 2.5. 3.87. That's not bad. Miguel Samuel, 3.93 is not bad. And then is our fifth starter here? No, he is not. Batting WAR, Michael Sawyer in second, Jackson Holliday in third, 7.6 and 6.4. Yeah, it just looks like Roman Anthony 4. Batting WAR. Carson Williams 3.1. That's not terrible. Yeah, it looks like our lineup just didn't really support our pitching staff. But let's see, did we have any awards? Probably not. Show me something. Carson Williams second for Gold Glove. Yeah. Jackson Holliday second for Gold Glove. Colson Montgomery third for Gold Glove. How did he hit? 245. I mean, that's a much bigger improvement on last year. You know. So we accept that growth. What overall is he up to? 83. Roman Anthony wins Gold Glove in left field, which is his second year in a row. Hit 264, 333 on base percentage. Not bad. Michael Sawyer wins a Gold Glove in center field. So he got... Oh! I just spoiled something, but he did get Silver Slugger as well. Would have been crazy if we had all three outfielders, but Drew Jones didn't play enough. Manuel Bermudez in third for Silver Slugger first baseman. Jackson Holliday in third for Silver Slugger second baseman. Alex Bregman, at the age of 35, is still doing it. Zach Geloff. Michael Sawyer is out there. Brent Rooker. And then Matt Wallner. All right. Who has 3 Silver Slugger awards. All right. Not the worst season. I think next year's a year where we might make a push for the playoffs. We will see. Let's sim to the offseason. Nolan Arenado in the Hall of Fame. Beautiful work from him. We are trading Nick Podkul, Peter Gold, and Jacob Burke over to the Rays for Vincent Park, who has 99 potential. So, see if we can develop him into something in the future. We're going to send Mauricio Caraballo and Luis Varela over to the Angels for Vernon and Enriquez, who will probably be coming up in the next year or two. So, good addition. See if he can pan out well for us. We are going to send Richie Branch over to the Phillies. I think he was on the Phillies for Darren Sanders. Get a couple years younger, a couple more potentials higher, so see if this will play out well for us. We are going to send Jason Cruz over to the Twins for Shannon Vogel. I mean, it's 10 overalls lower, but 4 years younger, a lot better potential. See if this will work out well for us. We have the third best odds at the number 1 overall pick. Can we jump up to the number 1 overall pick instead of going down? Let's see. Let us see. And we get the number 1 overall pick. That is insane. Wow. Pirates get shafted. Cardinals big jump up 4. But yeah, we do have the number 1 overall pick, which is crazy because we're gonna make the playoffs this year. I'm saying it now. We're gonna make the playoffs. With our first overall pick, we are drafting Joe Mackey. I feel like he has the potential to be a generational player, and the scouting wasn't complete, so I think that's what it's going to be, but I will see you guys once we fully sign our class. Actually, I'll probably see you the All-Star stuff first, so. All-Star voting, I already see 3 of our guys. Mario Franco, 2.22 ERA. Hell of a start. Alfonso Guzman, 2.34. And Dwayne McDaniel, 2.5. So we have 3 out of the top 4 starting pitchers for the All-Star voting. Um, two of which are rookies. So they're going to have a dogfight for the Rookie of the Year. Any of my other starters here? I don't think so. Oh, Cam Caminiti out of the bullpen, doing decent. Anyone else? Noblemeyer, not the best. Do we have any relief pitchers? Eldridge Frank, I mean, yeah, not expecting much. We don't have a closer. Catchers, Carson Williams, man, what a down year. He's got to turn it around in the second half. First base, Manuel Bermudez, 277-18 tanks with 58 RBIs. Not bad. Second base, Gene Lopez. I wish we would have drafted him. Jackson Holiday hitting. Oh, shit. Jackson Holiday hitting 253, which is down, but still not bad. Still not bad. He's still going up a little bit, so that's good. Third base, we have two guys. Aaron McGee, who's hitting 280. Pretty sure he's playing against hopefully just the lefties, but it doesn't look like that's the case. It looks like he's playing every game. And then Colson Montgomery, I'm guessing, is playing sometimes. He's hitting 226, which is not great. Marcelo Meyer, great year so far, 279, 365 OPS, on base percentage, 19 tanks. Left field, Roman Anthony hitting 253 isn't the greatest. Michael Sawyer hitting 303 in center field. And then in right field, we have Antonio Torres, who was hitting 247. Last year, it looks like it was kind of like a fluke. But I think we're going to stick with him. In our DH, obviously, Aaron McGee is the starting DH because he's a beast. Don't know how he's starting over Emmanuel Rodriguez, but I don't know. Yeah, that being said, I'll see you guys once I sign everybody. Ooh, so not generational, but not bad. We did, unfortunately, not sign this guy. This guy's going to be a beast, too, which sucks. Not a great draft class. We fumbled the first overall pick, but let's see if anyone else did better than us. Oh, this guy's a beast. I did miss out on this guy. He was going to be my second round pick, but someone else picked him before I could. That sucks. We're going to have to try to get him. Wow. They had a hell of a draft. I mean, we can only take one of these guys, but a lot of great potential there. And then this guy was a number 2 overall pick. Not bad. Ooh, this guy's good. Yes, we have a lot of great players that we can go pick up next year. In trades and whatnot. But, I mean, we had a bad draft, but it could have been a lot worse. Got some decent bullpen potential arms, so see you guys at the end of the year. We have won the division with 86 wins. There is no shot in actual hell that that is real. 86 wins us a division. Wow. So we went from first overall pick to winning the division. We are the first ranked team, which is crazy. Wow, 86 wins. One would barely put us in the wild card. Would barely put us in the wild card in the National League. And barely in the AL. Let's check out the league leaders. Wow, Mario Franco with WAR. Jackson Holiday with walks. So it looks like we didn't have like an outstanding year from anyone. Like we didn't get carried. Manuel Bermudez, 36 home runs, up to 96 overall. Hell of a jump. Second for RBIs with 104. Jackson Holiday, 93 walks, 243. I mean, kind of fell off a little bit this year, which is not great, but it happens. Dwayne McDaniel, 18 wins. 18-9. Hell of a season. Up 4 overalls, I'm pretty sure. 2.54 ERA. Mario Franco in third, or tied for second for losses. Saves, where is my guy? Noah Schultz had 39. I let him be the closer, and for some reason, he actually got a lot better. ERA, we had 2 guys, 4 and 5. Where's the other one? Did he fall off? Alfonso Guzman did fall off, but still a great rookie year from him. Home runs allowed, Mario Franco. Shutouts, we had a couple guys. Strikeouts, Miguel Samuel with 190. Innings pitched, Dwayne McDaniel in third. Walks allowed. Hell of a year from these two guys. Whip, Dwayne McDude, he won Rookie of the Year. He won Rookie of the Year. He had to have. Pitching WAR, Mario Franco 5.8, Dwayne McDaniel 4.3. Come on, show me at least 4 of my guys here. Wow. Noble Meyer, Miguel Samuel, Cam Caminiti. Where's Alfonso Guzman? Where is Alfonso Guzman? What was his WAR? 1.1 WAR. Did he not win a lot of games? Oh, he's 13 and 8. I mean, that's not bad though. Is what it is. Batting WAR. Wow, no one even near the top. Michael Sawyer with a 5.2. Jackson with a 5.1. Roman Anthony with a 4.2. Carson with a 3.9. Marcelo with a 3.8. Manuel Bermudez. I mean, WAR kind of seems a little bit broken considering he had a phenomenal year. Phenomenal year. Guess the defense wasn't there. But all around great year. Let's check out the awards. We know we won a few. Cy Young and Rookie of the Year. Manuel Bermudez, third for MVP somehow. Mario Franco wins himself a Cy Young. We didn't have any good relievers. Dwayne McDaniel, Rookie of the Year, of course. Surprised he wasn't on the Cy Young list. Surprised he wasn't on the Cy Young list ahead of guys like these. But it is what it is. Hank Aaron, we don't have anyone. Gold Glove pitcher, Dwayne in third. Carson Williams, second for Gold Glove catcher. Jackson Holliday, first, wins himself a Gold Glove second base. Wow, the defense just was not there this year. Bermudez wins Silver Slugger at first. So we didn't take home too much hardware this year. Jason Churio, what the hell? Not too much hardware, but we do get our first playoff run. See if we can go home happy. We are the 3rd seed somehow, so see what we can do in the playoffs. We win our first series. We win our second series. And we get eliminated in the ALCS by Seattle. So we were one step away from winning it all. I know next year is going to be our year. I know next year is going to be our year. Mike Trout into the Hall of Fame. What a career from him. We are going to send Bartolo Panagua, definitely butchers that, to the Red Sox for Ramon Rivera. He's eligible for the Rule 5. I don't have room for him in the 40-man. Getting a prospect who's younger seems like a no-brainer to me. We are going to send Daryl Barron, Kenny Silva, wherever he is. Kenny Silva and Stephon Guerra over to the Cubs for Monty Dominguez and future generational talent, Henry Oliveros, who has 99 potential. So, make this trade. Seems pretty much like a no-brainer to me. We're going to send Rahul Cortez and Jeff MacArthur over to the Angels for Lane McGinnis, Earl Hamill, and the main piece, Kevin Piper. Like I said, I think we're winning the World Series this year, but if we don't, always good to have backup plan, you know? We're going to send Alberto Blanco, Monty Dominguez, and Cam Caminiti over to the Rockies in exchange for Bo Nash. Where is he? Bo Nash. Great potential on him. I mean, realistically, I'm just trying to make room for other players in the MLB. Cam Caminiti, you've had a decent run here. I mean, you're not even a starter for us anymore, so it's like there's no point in having you here. Yeah, sorry. At the All-Star break, we are 60 and 37. I do immediately see 3 of our players here. Starting pitchers aren't as good as they were last year. Dwayne McDaniel, Miguel Samuel, Alfonso Guzman, and Mario Franco. Who's my fifth starter? It's like it's not Noblemeyer. It's Schultz. Yeah, it's Schultz. Okay, not bad. So we do have 6 starting pitchers there. Relief pitchers. Andres Garcia, not bad. Andreas, I mean. Eric Martin, have a year. Holy shit, his WAR's got to be high as hell. It's only .7 actually. Never mind. Don't think we have any other relief pitchers. We do not. Closing pitchers though. Zane Beal. Andres Ramirez. Is he my closer? He is my closer. Not bad. Alvaro Portillo. Not bad. Luis Cuevas. Not bad whatsoever. And Bartolo Portillo. Not bad. Is actually pretty bad. 6.7 ER. 6.07 is pretty bad. Where's the other Portillo brother? Alvaro. Not bad. Catcher, oh man, Carson Williams, 227, buddy. I need you to step it up this year. You're oddly consistent, but I need you to be better. Manuel Bermudez, hell of a year so far, and Chip Ford, which is what I'm talking about. Second base, Jackson Holliday, hell yeah. Third base is Colson Montgomery and the other guy. Colson Montgomery only hit 236 versus righties. Aaron McGee hitting 400 versus the lefties, which is exactly what I wanted him to be. An absolute lefty destroyer. Shortstop, we do have Marcelo Meyer hitting 260. It's not the worst. Roman Anthony hitting 252. Michael Sawyer, 293 is always a beast. Right field, Antonio Torres hitting 294 versus the righties, which is what I wanted him for. And then Rex Share versus lefties. Actually, no. Oh, it's, what's his name versus lefties? It's, the other guy. Brad Gimp's hitting almost 400. Beautiful. DH Chip Ford in second behind Devers. So not bad all around. I think we do have someone in the home run derby. At least one. And it is Bermudez. That's what I'm talking about right there. Shohei Ohtani, 37. Like, he's just so good for no reason. He's just so good. That being said, though, I will see you guys probably in September, if I had to guess. As you see, we didn't sign a single one of our players because this is over after this year. We're winning it this year. Mark my words. And we do win 107 games, which is probably the best record in the league. Yeah, let's take a look at everything. Standings, 107. Obviously, hell of a year. Nationals make it to the playoffs once again. But yeah, we're the only 100-win team, which is beautiful. Oh yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. 2 players, top 2 for hits. Jackson Holliday, back to his old ways, hitting 300 with a 283 on base percentage. That's what I'm talking about. Chip Ford having himself an amazing year, 197 hits. 305, 385 on base percentage. Hell of a year from him. 3 players in the top 5 for at-bats. Jackson Holliday led the league in doubles. Roman Anthony in 5th. Triples, no one. Home runs, Bermudez in 1st. Chip Ford in 3rd. RBIs, Bermudez in 1st. Chip Ford in 3rd as well. Runs, holy shit. We had 4 of the top 5 guys. Being Jackson Holliday, Manuel Bermudez, I keep butchering his name. Chip Ford, and then Michael Sawyer. Hell of a year from those guys. Stolen bases, Jackson Holliday in 5th. Walks, Jackson Holliday in 1st. Slugging percentage, Bermudez in 3rd. OPS, Bermudez in 5th. Wins, Guzman and Dwayne McDaniel, top 2. Losses, Franco and Guzman, top 2. Saves, our closer got us... Wow, not many saves. Am I tripping out here? Oh my god, they sent him down. Why the fuck would they send him down? Sent that guy down too. What the fuck, dude? Like, why do they always do that? Okay, so our best guy had 45, so he didn't win Rookie of the Year because they sent him down for the playoffs. Okay, hold on. I'm upset now, because that's just stupid. I hate when they do shit like that. So saves, our guy would have been tied for 5th. which is stupid as shit that they sent him down, even though he's our best closing pitcher. No one for ERA, 2 people for home runs allowed. Obviously, shutouts doesn't matter too much. Innings pitched, we had 2 guys in the top 5. Franco, 5th for walks allowed. Whip, nobody. Pitching war, top 2 guys. So we had those 2. Show me at least all 5 of my starters. Miguel Samuel, Noah Schultz, and then the last guy, Alfonso Guzman. Not bad. Batting order, Jackson Holiday with an 8.8. Michael Sawyer, 7.3. Bermudez with a 5.2. Chip Ford, 4.6. I mean, damn, we had a great team this year. How did Carson Williams finish off? 228. I mean, he's kind of just there for defense. Antonio Torres, who didn't even play that many games, hit 300 against righties, which is what I needed him for. Not bad all around. How did this Clark guy do? He was 2-2 with a 5.25 ERA. Ugh. Wait, does this change the league leaders now? Now that he's back up? Yes, it does. All right, so there he is. He does get his props back. That being said, awards. We know we already had the MVP and the person in third for MVP. Hell of a year from those 2 guys. Cy Young, we had 2 out of the top 3 guys. Beautiful. Rookie of the year, I don't think we even had any rookies up, so not worried about it. Hank Aaron, we don't win, even though we had 2 players for the MVP. Okay, Carson Williams, Gold Glove catcher. Jackson Holiday, Gold Glove second base. Colson, Gold Glove third base. Did he even play much? I mean, he played 130 games. Good for him, I guess. Roman Anthony, Gold Glove left field. Michael Sawyer in second for center field. Right field, we have no one. Chip Ford, Silver Slugger, DH. Bermudez, I'm just calling Bermudez. First base, Silver Slugger. Holiday, second base, Silver Slugger. Marcelo Meyer in third for the shortstops. Outfield, we had 2 guys, and neither of them win it. So they were 4th and 5th for Silver Sluggers. So that being said, we are going to win the World Series this year. I don't care what it takes. So yeah, I will see you guys when we get to our first game. Immediately sweep the Tigers. Swept the Angels, and we're into the World Series. Alright, we got to hop in. We are the home team. Quick manage. Noah Schultz on the bump for this game. It has to be.
Let's play ball.
There we go. We tied up.
Ball 4. Take your base.
All right, we're going to enter the game right here. Bases loaded. Shit. Bases loaded with 1 out. Noah Schultz might get pulled here. I have to see. Yeah, let's hope for the best here.
That's a ball.
Noah Schultz just gave me 2 outs here, buddy.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
No matter what happens here, this is his last inning, confirmed 100%.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 3.
Beautiful, beautiful pitch. Oh, okay. Okay, Jordan. Guess he might be mad about something. I don't know. That was a pretty good pitch. I don't know. Oh, and they're going to get at least 2 runs from that. Shit. Damn it. All right, Noah Schultz might have just blew this game for us. Of course, SDS loves fucking me with a little dribbler up the middle. That's great. We might have just lost the World Series with this game.
0-1. Ah. 0-2 is the count. 3.
All right, I'm going to hit now. I wasn't planning on hitting, but we got to hit. I need runs. They got Shohei on the bump. They want to win this game bad. Carson Williams hits that one very well, but it's not going to get through for me. story of my life with this stupid ass game. Antonio Torres, buddy, just get on base. You're at 417 in the playoffs. Just get on base.
Ball one.
Absolute destroyer of righties right here.
Ball two. 2-0.
Nope, that's going to be a line drive straight to the center fielder. It's going to be out number 2. So it is getting to scary times here. Colson Montgomery, buddy, you're only in this lineup to face righties. I mean, come on, I need you to step up here. You're an original of this team.
Ball.
You are an original of this team. You can't hit for shit, to put it lightly. So come on, buddy, please. Just come through. That's going to be out number 3 unless it gets foul, which it does.
No, that's a foul ball.
Nope, but I'm late on a sweeper, and that's going to be out number 3. All right, no, Schultz is done. We're going to bring in a relief pitcher, see if that relief pitcher can do a job. Noblemeyer into the game. Of course, they immediately start off with a triple. Alright, Noblemeyer, we got to work out of this with you now.
Ball.
Fucking
Inside.
first batter triple. Don't know how we always manage to run into problems here.
Hey.
That's not a good spot. That's going to be a run. Yeah, that's a run. So we're now down by 3 in a game, elimination game. So it's not looking good for us.
Hey. Ball. That's out.
Alright, we need to get 3 runs. We have 4 innings to do it. We have 1 hit up to this point. 1 hit, which was a home run, I'm guessing. So, offense, for some reason, my offense, no matter what team I'm on, dies in the playoffs for no reason. No matter how good they are.
Did he go?
So, we just gotta hope for the best here. Jackson Holiday, 98. Get over his head at least. Alright, so we do have a runner on second with no outs. We just need to get him in. Like I said, a run-in inning, and we're in a great spot. We just need to get this run in. Michael Sawyer, do a job, buddy. Just get him over somehow. You don't have to score him, you just got to get him over.
Ball.
That's going to do a job. Get to first if you can, please. Nope. All right.
He's out.
We do have Jackson Holiday on third. We just need to get a ball to get him in. Just something to get him in. And we do have the main man, Bermudez. If we can get a run here, we're in a great spot.
No. Inside.
I mean, 78 clutch with 97 power. If he gets into one, we have a one-run game.
Ball.
No,
That's inside.
easy take. Not 105. That's got to be gone, right? 105. Let's go. We have ourselves a one-run game. Bermudez, the MVP, does a job. That is what I'm talking about. That is going to get us 1 run closer to tying this thing up.
Touchdown.
Shohei is starting to get rattled. Chip Ford, you were third for MVP. Come on. Do a job. Nope.
2-0.
Nah, maybe. No. Oh, that's Jordan out there. He has 16 speed. Chip Ford, the man with 16 speed. So, can't expect him to steal a base. We need whoever is up next. They're going to bring in Kyle Hurt. If you remember my Nationals one from last week, I did get Kyle Hurt. Did trade him eventually. Roman Anthony, do job.
Ball, that's out.
Roman Anthony, come through for us, buddy. 79 contact, 71 power. He can put us in the lead here. He can put us in the lead. There we go. Perfect. That's going to get fourth to third, and it's going to get Roman Anthony a second. Anyone faster probably could have scored off of it, but we got 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out. We got to get a job done here. Got to get a job done. It is Marcelo Meyer. I do have faith in Marcelo here. Oh, that's the one. That is the one. Marcelo Meyer, that's got to get down. All right, it does get down. I'm hosed at third, though, because I made a terrible decision. I should have just sent the one guy home. We have a tie ball game. Thank you, Marcelo Meyer. Thank you for getting a job done, buddy. We are tied up, which is exactly what we needed. Can Carson Williams make this a lead now, is my question. Probably not. He can't hit righties very well. Just get a ball into the gap, and we have ourselves a lead. Please, Carson.
That's a ball. That's ball 2.
Carson Williams, is that going to find that gap? Is that going to find that gap? It is. That's going to be another run. We have a lead. As long as Marcelo Meyer, slow ass, come on. Yeah, he's in there. He is so in there. We have ourselves a lead in the 6th inning. Massive explosion. Carson Williams comes through clutch. Antonio Torres, buddy, keep the fire going. Keep the fire going here. Oh, that ball's 100 off the bat. Get up. Get up. No, he catches it at the wall. That would have been ball game. But the pitching just needs to do a job now. The pitching just needs to do a job. We're going to quick manage for that.
You're out. Out. That's ball 4. Out.
There we go. All right.
You're out. 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 3.
There we go.
You're out.
All right, we are going to bring in our closer, Mr. Ramirez. And they tie it up.
First base.
All right, we got to jump in. We have to jump in. He throws sidearm. Oh, what the fuck?
0-1's the count.
Pick him off. No.
He's safe.
What the hell is this release?
No balls, 2 strikes. Ball.
All right, we do get an out. Jordan hit that ball very well. Just give me one more out, and we'll go walk this thing off.
Yeah. 0-1. Ball 1. Nope. Outside.
There we go. All right, 1 run. We can walk this off. Come on, we can do this. We can definitely do this. Who do they have? They've got Porter Hodge coming in the game. Antonio Torres, you got robbed at the wall last time. Come on. That is disgusting. They brought in a righty to face my lefties. Antonio Torres, you are due for a hit here. Nope, that's not it. It's out number one. Out number one, that's not ideal. Colson Montgomery, come on. You are a team legend. You've been here your entire career. You're an original of the team, come on. You only have 63 power versus righties, which is just so depressing. You cannot hit for shit. Don't have a single hit this game.
Nope. Outside.
I don't think Colson Montgomery is the guy here. I don't think he has that dog in him. 87, I'm just off that. I'm just late, even though I'm in the green, which makes no sense. But we're down to our final out of regular innings. Jackson Holiday, get on base again. No, I'm just under that. Good timing. We are going to extras. We need to do a job here. We need to do a job. I can't lose a World Series here. Yeah, we're done. Ramirez is done. I can't pitch with him.
Counts 1-0.
Joe Leone, do a job, buddy. Joe Leone, just get me one out. Normal release, that's what I'm looking for.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Okay. There we go. All right, one run. Come on. Come on. Don't let them shut you down 2 innings in a row. Michael Sawyer. Oh, I can't step out. That's probably the pitch to end the game with. Don't have a single lefty hitter on the bench. All right. Not ideal.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
No, good dude. That's a great swing. That just needs to get down for me. Bermudez, the MVP is up. He already has a home run this game. Can he walk this off here? 104. That's ball game. That's got to be ball game. Bermudez walks it off with his second home run of the game. We are going to a game 7. Massive comeback. Call it cheating. Call it what you want. But I want to win this World Series this year. And we do win game 6. We just need to take it home in game 7. We are the home team. I'll see you guys there. We are going to have Miguel Samuel on the bump, game 7. They have Zebby Matthews. Same lineup as yesterday because they have a righty on the bump. They need to get one job done for me. Started off early with a run. That's what I'm talking about. Miguel Samuel just get me through 4 or 5 innings. We get 2 runs. They tied it up. We take 2 runs. They hit a double. Get this guy out of here. Portillo, you just sold me so much. Get me Martin. They score one, fly out, double. Oh my god. We gotta enter the game here. We have to enter the game because my team can't take it on their own. And I'm too afraid of making this an unwinnable game. They have Mookie Betts up.
Ball. Hurt. 1-1. No, that's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2. 2-2.
There we go. Humongous. Eric Martin, thank you, buddy. Get me one more. Just get me one more. Matt McLean. Just get him out. Oh my god. We get out of the inning. Scary, but we get out of it. Alright. Hopefully our offense can score a couple more runs.
Out. You're out. Out.
Eric Martin. A date with history. We are one pitch away. Come on. Eric Martin. Finish it off, buddy. Eric Martin finishes it off. We are World Series champions with the Chicago White Sox, with the high school only rebuild. That is what I'm talking about. We did it. We completed the challenge. Jackson Holiday had a day. Antonio Torres had a day. Let's go see who won the postseason awards. I mean, we got a dub. I mean, sure, did I have to jump into 2 games, but not bad considering I only had to play 2 games. So let's go look at the postseason awards, and yeah. So World Series MVP goes to Jackson Holiday. Postseason MVP goes to Antonio Torres. Manuel Bermudez somehow doesn't win it, even though, I mean, he hit 296 in the playoffs. In this series, he was, what? Take away the 3 for 8. Nah, he was only 9 for 34. That's not great. But 9 for 34 with 3 home runs in the World Series isn't bad. All right, though. Marcelo Meyer, 3rd for postseason MVP. But this is the final team. Take one last good look at it. We do win ourselves a World Series. We didn't even have all of our best players up. Some of these guys got sent down on accident. I mean, we built an amazing squad. But that being said, that's going to be it for this one. We got the dub. We got the challenge completed. So thank you guys as always for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and